In part 1, I showed you the history. In part 2, I showed you how stablecoins can lead you right to the most valuable coins in the crypto space. After you watch part 3, you will know how to have generational wealth.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! You keep digging! You'll thank me one day.
What's up, guys? This is OAB with Dig Deep Crypto, letting you know again that yes, this is the right place and this is the right time. As promised, I wanted to finalize video 2 here on video 3. So, Allbridge launches UST, which is Terra Luna stablecoin, onto CeeLo. So let's run down what this means real fast. With the assistance of our partners Mobius, a CeeLo-based AMM specializing in stablecoin swaps, we are enabling a new route for UST transfers. What is Mobius? Mobius is an AMM on CeeLo based on the stable swap invariant that specializes in low slippage swaps between price stablecoin tokens. Mobius also includes a bridge interface to allow users to easily migrate their assets, thereby paving the way for more capital to be bridged to CeeLo and eventually swapped for other assets with the same underlying. Okay? So just put that out there. CeeLo will have a whole lot of stable coins running through its network, and those things are going to build its value. Now we're going to go into video 3. This part 3, we hone in on CBDCs, the new financial system, and where the value lies. Okay? Here at Singapore Business Review, they gave us an article 7 months ago. A lot of people didn't know, me being one of them. The MAS, who is the Monetary Authority of Singapore, they had 15 finalists for the Global CBDC Challenge. The finalists were ANZ Banking Group, BIT, Citibank of Singapore, C Labs Incorporated, Consensus, Extol Labs LLC, some German bank, HSBC Bank Limited and HSBC Holdings, IBM, ID Maya, Criterio, iOS Singapore, Suramitsu, Standard Chartered Bank, and Transfers Pte. Limited. Let's make a little bit more sense of this. Since this was held in Singapore, I think it's important that you guys know that Zenfin, or XDC, is based out of Singapore. Now let's go look at these 15 finalists. Number 1, the first finalist they said was ANZ Banking Group. They are out of Australia, and this is a solution that considers the use of digital technologies and CBDC as a use case for being an enabler to the government and citizens' digital ecosystem experience. So who is ANZ partnered with? As we see here, that Australian bank, Westpac, and ANZ experiment with Ripple. So that's the ANZ Banking Group. This was back in 2015. There's your first point. Get a chalkboard out, and I want you guys to just start tallying up points for these different blockchains and technologies to see who's winning this central bank digital currency adoption. Point 1 is for Ripple, who is XRP. Second, we have BIT. They are out of Barbados. BIT is a provider of the digital currency management system. The digital currency management system encompasses a core transaction network, NUMA architecture, a secure a secure minting system, and digital currency operations manager for the monetary authority or administrator of the system. Bit has architected the DCMS to integrate with CBDC standard transaction networks, both blockchain-based and traditional. For this submission, the Bit DCMS will be integrated with Stellar Protocol. It seems legit to me. Here on the Bit.com, BITT.com, we see that Bit and Stellar Development Foundation selected as finalists for the Global CBDC Challenge. As we read a little bit about this company, Bit is a global financial technology company that provides digital currency solutions to central banks. That's what I wanted you to see. They provide solutions to central banks. Now let's talk about Stellar. Stellar is a decentralized, fast, scalable, and uniquely sustainable network for financial products and services. But let's go here and check this out. Stellar for CBDCs. A growing number of central banks around the world are exploring the possibility of central bank digital currencies, and the pandemic has only accelerated the situation, with lawmakers and regulators even more willing to consider new technologies that could improve the lives of their citizens. Greater ease of distributing social benefit payments or bringing safety and security to the unbanked. Central banks are imagining the promise and possibility of CBDCs. So we see that CBDCs is supposed to be for the unbanked. They're trying to reach the people that don't have bank accounts, so forth and so on. As we saw in my video 2, we talked about CeeLo and how it had the smartphones, and they figured that everybody that has a smartphone should be able to be a part of the global financial system. Let's read a little bit further. Currencies issued by sovereign states remain important financial instruments, and issuing them on a blockchain has positive implications for the global monetary system. Stellar was built precisely with this use case in mind. Allow trusted issuers to create digital representations of their assets. Stellar is uniquely suited to CBDCs precisely because it capitalizes on the trust inherent in asset issuers. We're going to chalk one up for Stellar, and feel free to read further. This is on stellar.org. Next, we have Citibank. In addition, the liabilities of private regulated sector are used for consumer retail customer transfers. Central bank liabilities are used for settlement between private regulated entities. This proposal is supported by Citibank and a few others. So we take a look here. We see that Citi experimented with Ripple in 2020. When we come down, I want to read these quotes here that they have. We have in running 3 separate systems within Citi now that actually deploy blockchain distributed ledger technologies. They are all within the labs just now, so there is no real money passing through these systems yet. They are at a pre-production level, to be clear. We also have equivalent to Bitcoin up and running again within the labs. So we can mine what we call a Citi coin. So it sounds like that Citibank is going to have their own currency, but their currency is going to have to run on somebody's blockchain. The next quote we have here, it says, leading innovation in digital payment strategy for international payment utilizing blockchain technology, example Citicoin, an experimental project with stack like Ripple Labs, Hyperledger, and Chain.com, and its relevance in corporate banking. So we see something brand new here, but let's not forget, let's chalk one up for XRP. Now, Hyperledger versus Zenfin, which blockchain platform will benefit your business? We already spoke about Zenfin being centered out of Singapore. Now we want to see what's up with Hyperledger. Hyperledger, based off of this subheading, is telling us that's IBM. We've seen IBM. IBM is a blockchain, but they don't have their currency as of yet. However, when we come to Hedera.com, which is Hedera Hashgraph, also known as HBAR, we see that there are some major companies with HBAR. We see here right next to Google, under EDF, we have IBM. So IBM's Hyperledger might be utilizing Hedera Hashgraph. They just might be utilizing Hedera Hashgraph. However, when we come and look at this article, we see that Ripple joins Hyperledger Consortium. A consortium is an association of several companies. Okay? It says that in late 2015, the Hyperledger project has existed to facilitate collaboration among developing blockchains and distributed ledgers of various types. One of those types is XRP. So we chalking one up for XRP. We also know that one of the partners that joins the consortium of Hyperledger is Corda, which Zenfin becomes the leading token of value on the Corda network. As we read a little bit further down here, they tell us that with this unique bridging technology, data can be recorded privately on the Corda network, while limited data sets are transferred to the XDC public network, in essence, mitigating institutional risk and turning Corda into a hybrid network. By extension, this shared ledger will connect the XDC token with every other Core dApp or Corda application on the public Corda network. Here's what I found very interesting. Regulatory agencies and financial institutions have selected both Corda and the XDC network as suitable platforms to engage with blockchain technology. They did not just randomly throw a dart at the board. So let's put one of those check marks with XDC because they are now with the Hyperledger and Corda 3, which is connected to IBM, which is now connected to central banks. Next, we have C Labs Incorporated. C Labs Incorporated, inspired by the idea that digital currency should be easy and safe for anyone to use, Valora, which is the application for CeeLo, is a new digital wallet focused on usability. It supports the CeeLo identity protocol, which allows users to verify their phone number and send payments to their contacts. CeeLo is an open cryptographic protocol allowing applications to make transactions and run smart contracts in a secure and decentralized fashion. So we've already gave CeeLo one of their marks on the chalkboard. We're just going to leave it as is. Next, we have Consensus. Consensus and Visa are partnering to build a Visa retail CBDC payment module supported by the Consensus blockchain infrastructure to demonstrate the concept of how a retail CBDC solution can cater for widespread and frictionless use. Consensus.net is built on Ethereum. So now we can chalk one up for Consensus and we're going to chalk one up for Ethereum because both of these are connected to central bank digital currencies. What we are recognizing here, guys, is this is where the world's money is running through. You want to be a part of where the world's money is running through. There are a lot of coins out there that have a lot of green grass going now, but as you continue to walk down that land, you're going to recognize there's going to be a lot of dead and dirt and sand and gravel, things that are not going to make you much money in the future. As of right now, it looks good. But if you're playing the long game like I am, we should be investing in projects that are going to be here forever. This is not financial advice, this is just financial information. Next, we have Extol Labs, LLC. Using edge-based cryptography of distributed ledgers and low-cost hardware wallets with easy-to-use on-card multi-factor authentication and mobile app software wallets, Extol provides universal access to smartphone or non-smartphone users, secure offline transactions. Okay, now we're hearing offline transactions. Recovery of lost funds, fraud prevention, and user-controlled cryptographically secure digital ID. The system also enables agent-based onboarding, KYC, cash in, cash out, and access to banking services. Extol is an open-loop system which aims to enable negligible transaction fees and migrate monetization to financial services or closed-loop marketing for merchant and brand loyalty. And here we are on extollab.com. This is their website. Right in the very beginning, it tells us building solutions that ensure universal access to digital financial services securely both online and offline. We build low-cost, highly secure, and globally deployable solutions for digital payments, Tier 2 CBDCs, tokenized asset custody, identity management, and marketing. So it sounds like to me that where we're going, even though this is digital internet money, they're finding a way for us to utilize it offline. And that seems to be the big change up from 10 years ago when crypto kind of first started to right now. But Extol Lab has a partnership as well. This says one submission to the Monetary Authority of Singapore CBDC challenge by Extol is based on the XRP ledger. We're going to chalk another one up for XRP. Commercial CBDC, a commercial CBDC, it's built with BRD wallet, Moja Loop, and switches and connects to Corda. So now we have XDC right back into the mix. Scroll down a little bit further. It tells us the global CBDC challenge system uses Extol Ethereum biometric smart cards, modified BRD crypto wallet client, and XRP ledger as the baseline for Extol wallets and Extol distributed ledger technology. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and drop another one for XDC. Next, we have this German bank. I can't pronounce that name, so I'm not even going to try. However, the Bank of Ghana partners with that German company to pilot their first general purpose CBDC in Africa. Okay, so now for us to figure out which blockchain that's operating on, we have to see the Bank of Ghana, since that's the central bank that we're doing research on now. Ghana to test CBDC with German banknote printer GD. The digital cedi will be tested with banks, payment service providers, merchants, consumers, and other stakeholders. When I come here, I have it highlighted. It says, as a heading, it tells us wire for cross-border payments. When I hear cross-border payments, I automatically start thinking about Ripple. You is a cross-border, cross-network remittance and payment solution for Africa. With headquarters in Ghana, there's your connection. It was founded in 2018. You has partnered with companies like Ripple, Stellar, and Mojaloop, and others in its quest to make payments and transfers in Africa simple and instant. So let's chalk one up for Stellar. Let's chalk up another one for Ripple. And just to get a little more in depth with how much Ripple is into play, we see that Ripple and Mojaloop is creating an inclusive future for everyone, everywhere. So Mojaloop is utilizing XRP technology, and they are partnered with Ripple. Chalk one up. HSBC Bank in Singapore Limited and HSBC Holdings. Look what we have here. Ripple secures UAE banking partner and XRP ledger, a game changer, HSBC. In what has been quite a week for Ripple, they have made important inroads into the MENA region, securing a major local bank as partner. The National Bank of Fujairah has signed up to RippleNet to enable cross-border payments utilizing Ripple's blockchain network. We go a little further. Right here, it tells us on the back of this, the world's largest bank, HSBC came out with shining praise for Ripple's payment system and the XRP ledger. Distributed ledger technology can streamline end-to-end value transfers, reducing cost, operational risk, and settlement periods. For example, Ripple's XRP ledger provides real-time cross-border settlements using tokens that represent central bank currencies. Boom. Central bank currencies. We're going to chalk another one up for XRP. Next, we have IBM. This solution seeks to build a resilient and robust retail CBDC infrastructure to handle large number of transactions while maintaining the operation performance and ensuring security to a great extent through a zero trust system that is flexible and easy to include new capabilities without incurring additional costs and changes to existing architecture by design. Again, when we think of IBM, we think of Hedera. And we think of Hedera Hashgraph working with all these major companies, as well as putting their foot into the CBDC waters. Next, IDE MIA, another joint out of Singapore. It says IDE MIA and Consensus are collaborating using Consensus blockchain infrastructure and Itemia's payment card system to offer a comprehensive CBDC solution allowing for secure, offline retail payments using a variety of devices from smartphones to plastic cards in order to maximize financial inclusion. Here on their website, looks a lot like Extol Pay. Itemia and Consensus demonstrate their commitment to financial inclusion with their new secure offline central bank digital currency payment solution. Okay? We're looking at it right in our faces. Offline payments, offline payments, offline payments. This offline payments tells us that you need to put your cryptocurrency in a cold storage wallet, hard wallet. Take it offline. That's what you're going to need to do pretty much starting right now. Get comfortable with it, put your money away, and become your own holders of your own tokens. Because this is the wave of where we're going. Offline payments. Next, we have Pt.2. Pt.2 is an anomaly here. Let me show you why. Pt.2 team wins the CBDC challenge with the Monetary Authority of Singapore, but they are not in the crypto space. In this article, it tells us we're excited to announce that Pt.2 and Secretarium, in collaboration with Intel, Now, look here. Semiconductor giant Intel officially announced its crypto mining initiative on Friday, revealing that Argo blockchain and Jack Dorsey-led block will receive the chip maker's first mining chips later this year. This is Argo blockchain's logo. Does that logo look familiar? To me, it looks like IOTA. And it also looks like another one that we're going to come up to here shortly. IOG Singapore Pte. Limited. This is an unchained, mobile-based digital wallet that aims to mimic the functionality of physical wallets. It allows users to store digital identities and digital cash. Furthermore, it allows users to make private, offline, peer-to-peer transfers. Again, offline, peer-to-peer transfers. Where did Cardano come from? It tells us that Cardano's developers are nominated as finalists for the Singapore's Mass CBDC Challenge. Remember how I spoke Argo's blockchain logo looking similar? This is another one looking similar. Is this the Internet of Things that we're looking at now? That's just a speculation that I'm putting out there. The logos are lining up to be with each other, dealing with artificial intelligence, so forth and so on. But just to give you a little more proof that IOG Singapore is working with Cardano, if you look over here at the office address, we see that IOG Singapore, the Bank of China building, okay, over there in Singapore, this is where it's at. The IOHK is Cardano and Charles Hodgkinson. Next, Soromitsu. Soromitsu proposes an overlay application that enables financial institutions to query digital payments data necessary for the specification of tailored financial services to the unbanked applicant, while enforcing secure and strict conditions of data minimization and informed consent without disclosure of full payment data sets. We see here Cambodia and Soromitsu planning distributed ledger system. So Soromitsu is with the National Bank of Cambodia, okay? They have partnered to create a digital ledger system. Now, let's go to the Central Bank of Cambodia to see who they're partnered with. In 2020, Ripple meets Central Bank of Cambodia. SBI Asia is to implement on-demand liquidity, and Ripple has a patent for on-demand liquidity. That's what ODL stands for. So we're going to chalk another one up for Ripple, and we did forget, but let's chalk one up for Cardano, because Cardano was on the board. And just to complete this link, in 2021, SBI Ripple Asia launches Cambodia's first cross-border remittance service using blockchain. The service uses RippleNet to create a payments corridor between banks in Cambodia and Vietnam. Come right on board, Vietnam. If Vietnam has a central bank digital currency, they're probably going to run on the XRP ledger. So I could chalk that up, but I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm just speculating there because I haven't shown you anything here. Standard Chartered Bank. The design of this solution delivered by Shareable Liberty Consortium, a consortium founded by Standard Chartered Bank, SC Ventures, and Shareable Assets. Their solution is focused on addressing the economic interoperability across different digital and non-digital assets, utilizing core blockchain technology from Shareable Assets. The proposed approach is to implement a shared real-time digital chart of accounts to consolidate and position key assets values across participants while reducing semantics complexity to positional information by abstracting away the higher level data representations and programmability. Who has Standard Chartered Bank in their crosshairs? None other than Ripple. Standard Chartered completes strategic investment in Ripple. Investment reinforces the bank's commitment to drive digitization of its business to create a new client value proposition. And they did this back in 2016 for this press release. Chalk another one up for XRP. Now, the final finalist. We have Transfers Pte. Limited. Transfers Limited and SEBA together propose a solution through an adoption of a hybrid CBDC to achieve both private data protection and system integrity. When I hear hybrid, I start thinking of Zenfin. I start thinking of XDC. They're leveraging credible compliance capabilities as well as a cutting-edge layer 2 security mechanism. The proposed solution aims to strike the right balance between personal and transaction data protection while maintaining the necessary monitoring to prevent illicit activities on the public network. All right, that's number 15. This one is going to open your eyes a bit. Transfers partners with Zilliqa. A lot of people don't remember that Zilliqa is actually out of Singapore as well, to launch Straits X stablecoin. We started talking about stablecoins and the value that stablecoins bring to the coin that has its liquidity. It looks like that Zilliqa will be the liquidity for Straits X. Now let's go a little bit further. But for that reason, we're going to chalk one up for Zilliqa. Zilliqa came out of nowhere. We're going to give them a chalk. Now, Transfers and SEBA Bank named finalists for the Global CBDC's Challenge organized by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. So just let you see that this is the blog of Straits X. They're announcing that they were a part of it. And who is SEBA connected to? They announced their partnership with R3. So that means, as I suspected, XDC gets some more chalk. This video was to let you guys know that there are a few coins that will be here for the long term. They're going to have a lot of the world's money running through them on a day-to-day basis. By us being early investors, we have the opportunity to really stack our bags to build generational wealth. I told you at the beginning of this video that if you stay to the very end, you will see where your generational wealth will come from. There has been a wealth transfer and it's going on currently as we speak. Put your coins in an offline ledger so that you will be prepared for the future. Generational wealth is right at your fingertips. It may be scary for some, but make sure that you tell your friends, you tell your family what's going on. Show them this 3-part series so they get an understanding of what's coming for them. We all are in the same boat. We all have the same opportunities now. And even if you can just get a couple of coins, that's going to be way better than not taking advantage of this time right now. This is the right place. This is the right time. You should be liking this video, subscribing to the page, and leaving your notification on. I put a lot of work into this, guys, and I hope you appreciate it. Leave your comments on what you learned, your favorite coins, and feel free to drop some info on some new stuff because I will be looking into it. Thank you for staying for all 3 parts. If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, go back, check it out. It's in the exact same playlist so you know which ones are which. Peace.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! You keep digging! You'll thank me one day.